Sada Siva Samarambha Sankaracharya Madhyama Asmad Guru Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.
Now we have to talk? That was nice. What did you do? What was the prayer about?
Actually, being aware and thankful. So, the knowledge, what we are sharing and what has to be shared, it comes from the source. And we, in a way of educational, manner, we have to say thanks for that source, for that, masters.
So you were giving thanks to the source?
Yes. So I was saying to thankful that where the source of the knowledge is flowing.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm talking to Swami Umesh. Umesh, right?
Yeah.
He's part of the Shankaracharya tradition, and that goes back to ancient India, really, where they passed on this knowledge of wisdom and peace and meditation. And thank you for being here today. I've interviewed your brother too.
Yeah, we are all brotherhood. And
I guess so. Yeah. So everyone I've interviewed is your brother. Yes. But I haven't interviewed someone who's actually...
Yes. Swami Brahmanand Saraswati, who is a direct disciple of Bhagwan Sri Shankaracharya Maharaj, Madhu Ashram Ji Maharaj from Himalaya.
Aren't you the direct disciple of that too?
Yes. We both brother are initiated from the Shankaracharya of Himalayan tradition, which is the first ashram, first place where the Shankaracharya tradition starts.
Well, I don't think people watching, will know about the Shankaracharya tradition. Tell them what was the meaning of the Shankaracharya, because it's not like a pope, but it's sort of like the head order of Swami. But tell us.
Actually, the history of India and spiritual, stories of India.
Yeah.
So, as a Hindu's tradition, if you go before Hindus, we say Vedic tradition.
The Vedic tradition, before there were Hindus.
Yeah. And Veda means knowledge. The Veda is not a book.
It just means knowledge.
Veda literally means knowledge.
Yes.
So, when we say Vedic tradition, it means the tradition of knowledge. And when we say Vedic age, we say the age of knowledge. So, this age of knowledge, and what is knowledge actually?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because we have very different understanding about knowledge.
What is knowledge?
Yeah, so there are two things. One is information and another is knowledge. So, information, we understand now that information is knowledge.
But it's not knowledge.
No, information is different than knowledge.
Information is stuff you put in your computer, but your computer is not knowledgeable.
Exactly. Information that brings you in a state of awareness, but knowledge is that which brings you in a state of realization.
Oh, realization.
Yeah. So, awareness, you become aware for a subject, about subject, and you realize the subject. These are same way, but two different state of experience.
But you need both.
So, without information, knowledge does not, don't go to knowledge. Information is the first step and knowledge is the further step.
Right. And then what do you do once you have knowledge? So what?
So, we were talking about Shankaracharya tradition.
Yes.
Your question was there. So, in Veda says, knowledge means vidya.
Vidya.
Vidya is knowledge.
Knowledge means that's
vidya
what
in Sanskrit language.
Yes.
Knowledge is English language,
right.
And we say vidya. And vidya, what is vidya? Vidya sa vimuktaye.
Which means?
Which means that is knowledge is that which brings you to liberate.
Oh, so real knowledge, in
Yeah.
the sense that you're saying, is liberation.
Yeah, the freedom.
The freedom
Yeah.
of the beyond the ego mind.
For everything.
Right.
Because because of ignorance in any part, does not matter spiritually. Spiritual, social, physical, mental. So in every sense,
Yes.
you say we have some ignorance and we have some boundaries, and we say we have because of the boundaries, the greed, lust, fear, ego, all this kind of story starts. So vidya is that realized state, that source that which realize you the truth, and when you realize the truth,
War and ignorance, however big it may seem, it does not stand a chance against a resolved human being. Even a single resolved human being who's resolved to create yoga, resolved to create unity.